Hi, this is another video. I don't know how many videos we've done today, but we're gonna keep going. I think for real, this might be the one that's gonna wind us down for the rest of the day. But this video is something that I've really been wanting to share. Not really sure how to share it, but I said, you know what? Let me just get on and just talk about it. Just explain everything about the speed clinic and why I decided to make it and how it's been going and the things that I've been learning and just everything that basically comes to mind. I don't have any notes, and if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat box and I will definitely try to answer them, or I for sure will address them if I see them. So just leave a comment. Okay, so basically I started the speed clinic as a way to help court reporters or a way to help stenographers in general. So a lot of you know my story if you've been following for any amount of time, that I started court reporting school in high school, and then I went to several other court reporting schools, but my last court reporting school was after I had already been working for 5 years as a court reporter. I joined the Mark Kislingberry Court Reporting School, and that school absolutely changed my life. And I'm not exaggerating when I say changed my life, because when you're a full-time court reporter, your writing is your job is just such a big component of your life that if you're not a good writer, it affects you. It affects the other parts of your life as well. It affects your income. It affects your self-esteem. It boils over to other parts of your life. So once I attended the Court Reporting Academy and I learned a lot of his theory, or I really learned all of his theory, and I came back and I started working, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. His writing, these techniques, this theory is just so good. And I feel like we all should have learned it, And because I had gone through so many schools, I've been familiar with other ways of writing. So I knew nobody was teaching these short forms and these phrases, this whole idea behind phrasing different words. So I wanted to be able to help other people, because I remember before I learned the theory, I would see online other people posting phrases and it didn't look like it made any sense, and I wish I could do it and write like that, but since I didn't understand it, there was just no way that I could really just start implementing that into my writing. So I found a way that I was able to make a curriculum to be able to teach over 3,000 phrases in just 3 days, so that all their court reporters and writers and students could, regardless of what theory they started from, they would actually be able to implement all of these phrases into their writing. And so the speed clinic is 12 hours, more or less. There's 15-minute breaks, 2 15-minute breaks in each day, but it's about 12 hours. And I started working on it in 2016, and I took a little break from it, and then I started really working on it 100% back in 2017 November. And I've really made it a full-time job. So every hour of the speed clinic takes about anywhere from 10 to 20 hours for me to just create it, because I'm basically creating something from scratch, except for the theory part. So it took me time to, obviously I needed to make sure that all the outlines that I picked, that they were not going to conflict with anybody's prior way of writing. And obviously we all come from a lot of different theories. So it took me talking to other court reporters, even online, trying to figure out, is this going to be a conflict for anyone? And now I've done, I don't know how many core reporters now have gone through my speed clinics, but there's really, really no conflict. So definitely, I know the way I did my research, all of that paid off. So that was one big thing, because it's really hard to get a group of people and say, I'm going to teach you something, but if it conflicts with their way of writing, why would they try to learn what you're telling them for now them to have to learn something completely new from what they already do? So the speed clinic was a way of enhancing the writing. You're not going to have to change anything that you already do to start implementing this. Another thing I had to do was I have a team that works with me. So I have graphic designers who basically put together the textbook and everything. I have somebody who does like professional dictation. Well, not just somebody. I have several people, because there's Q&A dictation. So there's professional actors or whatever that do the dictation, and the single voice dictation, there's another lady who does that. And then obviously I had a like not voice team, but like a music editing, like sound editor to like make the dictation files, and with the speeds and all of that. Who else works with me? I have I did a lot of research on I basically I've read PhD level books, or actually EDD, like Doctorate in Education. Like, I have so many textbooks that I've been reading just so that I would be able to help the stenographers in the way that I am and the way that I have been. So a lot of things about like active training and accelerated training, and all the principles behind accelerated training is why by the end of the day 3, you will learn over 3,000 phrases. You'll know them. You'll be able to tell me, what is this phrase? I'll give you the outline, or I'll give you the word, and you will be able to confidently tell me, this is how you write that word. And so that took a lot of like learning about training adults, the styles of learning, all of that stuff. That was a lot of researching and reading and consulting with educators. That was something that was really something that really helped me. And another thing about it, why I really felt like I needed to do this, was because I knew not everybody had the opportunity that I had to leave their hometown to go to study the Magnum Steno theory for 9 months. So, and I also felt that a lot of the training that there's out there for core reporters, like educational credits, are really not that good. Like, really not that good. I mean, guys, I love core reporting, but I haven't been going to a lot of the seminars lately. I haven't been going to a lot of the conventions and stuff, because I just don't think that what they're giving to us has been that helpful. I think obviously it's more helpful to network with the core reporters or the students or something. But if I'm going to go just for these seminars, I just didn't see that they were helpful. And so, I mean, one of the last seminars I attended was an Anita Paul seminar, when, Anita Paul was doing it. And, she's a great speaker and everything. But it really wasn't what I was looking for. I really was disappointed after I attended that clinic, or that seminar thing that she had. And that was basically the time I was like, you know what? I really wish there was something out there to actually make us better writers. And that's basically how I decided to come up with this program. So now I've done a few this summer. And I realized that after every clinic I do, I'm always like improving it. So I make like little modifications, and it's getting better every single time. And I'm really happy about it. And I really hope that the way people who have attended have been leaving reviews, I really hope that the word spreads out so that other people can sign up, because I definitely believe that if we are stronger writers, then we will have we will like just be better in like our job security will be better. I also think that the speed clinic is extremely helpful for students, especially those that have long theories, because these it's not going to conflict the speed clinic these they're not going to conflict with anything they're already learning, but it definitely will help them be much faster. And so I definitely encourage all levels and theories to attend because of it. I'm very confident with the entire program, and that's why there's a money back guarantee. And in the 2 years that I've been doing speed clinic type workshops, no one has ever asked for any money back because they know the program is just worth it. And it really does bother me when people tell me that they think the clinic costs too much, or like, oh, they think like, oh, or they're asking me for a discount. And I'm like thinking to myself, these people have no idea how much I invested in all the equipment that to put on these clinic, all the designers, all the time that I spent. It's just like, I feel like, wow, that's so insulting to me that you would think that after all these years that of all the videos, of all the things that I've done for the community, that I wouldn't be fair with the pricing that I put out. I mean, that is one thing that kind of like bothers me, but I'm learning not to take it personally. Another thing is like, it's just, some people just really don't want to invest in themselves. And I understand that $700 is not something that, you know, you can just pick up and, you know, in your purse and it's just right there or whatever in your wallet, but it's really an investment. I mean, when I realized that I was willing to make an investment to leave my family and everything I know to live in some motel in Houston, Texas, to learn the Magnum Steno theory, and some people can't even invest 3 days and it's only half days, 4 hours each day, it just kind of really makes me feel sad for them, because it really tells me that they know they need help with their writing, or they want to write short, and yet they don't think they are worth the investment. And it's kind of heartbreaking. So I mean, that's just something that I've been noticing ever since I put on the speed clinic. And then people like, I'm like thinking to myself, I don't really even have to do the speed clinics. I could really just be at home doing real-time jobs, working with my own clients, and making money. So, but people expect me to give a discount so that I could help them be better. And it's like, how is that fair? You know, like for my last speed clinic, I didn't even break even. So I paid money so that everybody else could learn. More so, money came out of my pocket to help everybody else. And that there are still people asking me for a discount, which is just kind of like, I don't know what people think. I really don't know. Like, I don't know. But another thing is just like about investing. It's, people go and get their master's degree and pay $20,000, $30,000. People invest in themselves to become better so that they could have more freedom and make more money. And for the little bit that you would invest in the speed clinic, I mean, I don't know why court reporters or stenographers, some of them think that they don't need to invest in themselves or in education, and that they should just get it, that they should just receive the benefits. But that's really not true, and I don't think that's true in any field. And I guess that's really it. I mean, I plan on continuing the speed clinics. I have 4 in New York in about 2 weeks, starting in 2 weeks, and then I have another one in LA, like in October. I have 2 in LA, and I'm gonna keep going. I know after the New York one that I'm gonna get a lot of testimonials, and it's a great program. I mean, it's a phenomenal program. I know if court reporting schools were taught the way the speed clinic is taught, we would have like a 90% graduation rate, because it's just very, it's fun and it's interactive, and you learn. You actually really learn how to do these things, how to write these outlines. And so, yep, so I'm going to keep doing it. And next year, I know I'm going to do Orlando, Chicago, and I'm not sure where the third place will be. Maybe Seattle or something like that. But if you're following me on Instagram, I will post something and you'll let me know where you want me to go, and I will make the best effort to go. But I'm telling you, it's an amazing program, and once you attend, you'll be so happy you attended. I know there are some students who they feel that they can't afford it, but they're in school for so long. So my whole thing is, let's say your tuition is $350 or whatever. Let's not even talk about how much your tuition is. Not even talk about it, okay? If you are able to learn these phrases, which you will, and you start incorporating them into your writing, which you will, you're going to graduate much faster than if you didn't master these phrases. So when students tell me things like that, I'm like, well, you can't afford the speed clinic, but can you afford to be in school for another year? So everybody who's attended the speed clinic has nothing but praises for it. And I'm really honored about that. But to me, I expected it only because I know the amount of work that I put into it, and not only amount of work, the time and the amount of money I put into it. So I really hope that if you're not able to attend, you can tell somebody about it, because the way I've designed the program is that you can teach somebody else. The person who did not attend, you will know the materials so well that you will be able to teach somebody else the materials and the outlines taught in the speed clinic. So, and you will leave with like your own book, your own dictation. You're going to leave with a bunch of stuff that will just, it's just a complete experience. So honestly, out of every program, every court reporting seminar, everything that I've been to, I'm telling you right now that this is the best. And it's not because of the work that I put into it. If somebody else had done it, I would tell you that it is the best and that you must attend. And I'm really thankful that there's something like this out on the market. And I really hope that it will start a trend, and that other court reporters or stenographers or teachers will get on the ball and start with these really helpful things for us as writers. So that's it. Hope to see you at the next speed clinic. Bye.